versatile for most situations, most players, most modes. Overall, Bullfrog is a solid option, easy to use, and it doesn't put you as in many sticky situations. You don't have to rely as much on mobility because you have enough ammo where you could just down multiple people, especially if you go with the bigger mag in there. Then the Gallo, I don't usually talk about shotguns too much because I don't want to encourage that, but it is very broken, especially if you're doing duos or less. Trios a little bit borderline. You got to get good with those throwing knives so you're not wasting ammo on thirsting, and it gives you enough time. Also, your pacing, you got to kind of have those pauses where you get the chance to reload the full 12-round tube, and you're good to go. PPSH is still another solid option. Personally, it doesn't have that X factor where you get headshots and you'll kill faster. It just has a reliable, decent TTK with some solid movement. Damage per mag is kind of nice because you can get a 55 where it doesn't penalize you in any way, or you can go with the 71 round drum mag, which is kind of nutty to take on multiple people. You get a quick reload, and you have enough for the entire situation. You're good. And then we have the Jack 12, which is disgusting, especially for holding an angle as somebody's about to push you. It's probably one of the best. The downside is it does lack a little bit of mobility, so that's why I said you're more used for holding it. That's why it comes down to play style. If you're an aggressive player, Jack 12 might not necessarily be for you quite as much as the Gallo, but we'll talk a little bit about the Gallo as well. And then, like I said, the DMR is disgusting, and it can be used as a close to medium range, especially after they modified the recoil, which actually allows you to get close to that trigger cap without having an insane recoil that you can't actually control. So obviously, depending on playstyle, it's going to be important. For the Gallo, one thing to point out is if you are an auto tac sprint user, you don't want to be able to spam the shotgun. So no stock probably won't work for you. You got to use the combat stock, which is the aim down sight, and you have some crazy mobility while aim down sight. If you go hip fire, you're not worried about auto tac sprint, or you know how to move with auto tac sprint so you don't tac sprint, whether it's strafing, backpedaling, or whatever. The no stock is a great option because you get immediate sprint to fire, essentially compared to without that. And then that's kind of where that one sits, depending on preference. And then we go over here to the snipers, and pretty much, you know, the ZRG is good, all the SPR, all these, whatever. The top two snipers, without debate, this is what everyone's using, is Kar 98 or Swiss, and it really comes down to preference. I don't like the zoom of the Swiss, so I prefer the Kar 98. But there's people who prefer the Swiss because of the damage profile where you get that upper chest damage, and it does like 180 versus the 60 or whatever the Kar 98 does. And then pretty much you just build those out. And regardless, if you want a more quick scope, you go with the sport comb. If you want a little bit more precision comb where it doesn't have as much idle sway, you can go with that. And then you don't really even have to hold your breath. Then where it gets a little bit tricky and it's kind of narrowed down, especially we had a lot more options. I think with the Milano, I don't know why they dusted the Milano. I think the Milano should have still been in this, but it just doesn't kill that quick. And there's not a lot of SMGs that have low enough recoil and range and bullet velocity. It just kind of makes it a little bit trickier. AK-74U might be able to fit in the sniper support category, but you're almost always going to be better going off with the AK-47. You built it out a specific way where these have optics. And then they're kind of faster, so you use a smaller mag so you don't get penalized as much. And then you do something to help speed up the ADS speed, whether it's the Serpent Grip or the Elastic Wrap. And then we have Cold War AK, which in my opinion is hands down the most effective one. It's just very penalizing, especially if somebody hard jumps in front of you. You can't afford to miss those. If they're using a MAC-10 OTS, you will likely lose the gunfight just because it is so unforgiving because of the 600 RPM fire rate, but it is what it is. PPSH, great in that close range, and still effective at a little bit further range, but it kind of just depends on what your situation looks like. And the XM4, pretty good, just doesn't kill as quick up close, so it's a little bit better at that mid to long range. You just got to be aware of, hey, am I going to push this building or not? EM2 struggles the same way the AK-47 does, but it has a little bit more recoil, and the damage output is a little bit higher, so it's kind of nasty. And then we have the secondary option, which means basically you can grab one of the primaries with this, so you can get Ghost, Tempered, Restock, High Alert, or whatever you want, right? M19s, you go akimbo, 5 milliwatt monolithic. The reason you go with the monolithic over a barrel is because the Modern Warfare engine, if you use barrels on Modern Warfare weapons, it actually spreads out your hip fire. And especially since you're going to be in akimbo, you don't want to worsen your hip fire. So you go with the monolithic over a barrel. And then amp, if you like the single, you can go that route. I think this is great for duos and below. Trios, it can get a little tricky. You can still get a fast reload. But ideally with either of these, you're looking to get a kill, and whoever you killed, they will likely have one of these meta options, and then you'll go ahead and go that route and pick it up, and you'll be good to go. So that's kind of how that works. And ideally, the M19s and the AMP, what I would be combining those with is probably like the XM4, Cold War AK, C58, EM2, something that can also do well at close range, get a decent reload, and you can get back into an engagement. I would not necessarily use these options as much with the MG82 or the Stoner, just because of the reload situation. These aren't versatile enough at the mid-range where you're going to be able to kind of do anything. Maybe the amp a little bit if somebody's like one shot or something, but in general, you need something that is available for mid to long range and not just long range like we're going to have with LMGs. I've included this as part of the spreadsheet. If you kind of want to venture outside of any of this stuff and figure out, hey, you know what's viable? You can go to the TTK compared section, scroll all the way down, and then what I've done is it actually does a color coding. What is in green is better, and what is in red is a little bit worse. And you can kind of look at the individual categories of what is there. Obviously, the Fennec's cool, but the ammo is a situation where it kind of has some issues there, even though they haven't really fixed the bullet velocity, I don't believe. AS-Val, ammo situation. Cold War MP5, Modern Warfare MP5. Still pretty good up close, but you might as well use the OTS. There's a lot of different options. You pick what you enjoy. Some people are going to use the Grau and the Kilo. More power to you. This is why we cover what's meta, because this is like the most effective stuff currently available in the game in its current state. If you enjoyed the video, learned something new, please do me a favor, hit the like button. If you're brand new, want to find your way back, just double check, make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. Appreciate all the support. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.
Fuck. Open. How can I build a kid? 4 meters. Isn't any more recoil control? Stoner. Oh. Try it. See if I can do anything. Good, good, good. See if I can. Ooh. Camos. Yeah, that's Uh, oh yeah, I'm doing this bullshit. Fuck. No free fucking loadout. I'm crazy. Solo duos. Iron Trial. Smoked.
Check your gear and weapons. Planes are making ready for deployment.
Need to land in the stationary spot, yo.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Yikes. Table plus 2.
Enemy dropping into the AO. Playtime's over, mate. You're going to the war zone. Battle Royale. Set a drop point for your team, soldier. You've got gas closing in fast. Get to the safe zone.
Fuck me.
You're clear to engage all targets.
Ooh. Okay, that's intense. Whoa, dude. The shield break fucking threw me up. Fucking. Utilize everything. Fuck. Where's the quick fix? Fuck.
California.
Oh, there they are. Contact.
You're in the gulag now. Fight to earn redeployment.
Downed him, bitch. Jesus Christ. 13,000 damage for 2
Win here and you
people.
return to the front line. You lose, your fight is over. Time to earn your freedom, soldier. Go back to the front line.
Holy shit. I'll take it. There's people up here. Oh, we'll find out. Get in.
Come to the coast. We get together. Have a laughs.
They're gonna split me. I know the one's down there. Fuck. I'll wait these fuckers out. I don't give a fuck. We are wasting a lot of time.
Gas is closing. Get to the new safe zone.
Just drive the car, man.
I'd like to kill these dudes. I'd like to kill them very much. Woo!
Gas is closing in.
Be hums, not campers. Be hums, not campers. Fuck. Get across, just across.
You're being tracked by an enemy team. Stay
Fuck.
sharp.
They're gonna come get me.
Motherfuckers, get together.
We lost
Bitch.
that one, but we'll come back stronger
Fuck this
tonight.
shit. Fuck that duo hard ass shit. Wow, that was hard. The best mode. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Close this. Close this. Exit. No. Exit this. Ah, my ball. I don't get why I would change the render account. I get less frame.
Grab some target practice while you can. We're deploying soon.
God damn it. bitch. Bitches. You're all a bunch of bitches. I gotta try that shit out for my fucking...
Enough practice. Time for the real thing. Battle Royale. You've got gas closing in fast. Get to the safe zone.
I'm gonna try geofiltering after this shit. 66 milliseconds. What's this fucking shit? Yeah, fuck this. I ain't playing at this fuck. Wait, the desktop. Way too high. Way too high. Bandwidth is way too high. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I do. 1, 2. Sign in. Signing in. Geofilter. And a follow you. What one is what? One five. What the fuck? Fuck. What ping wars though? Fuck. Why didn't it work? Why does this shit work?